Hello there. Recently I told you that Germany will deliver DINGOs to the Ukraine. And so it's fitting that today in the series of land vehicles I will briefly introduce you to the DINGO 2 PC. The safety of soldiers has a special priority in military operations. With the DINGO family, KMW, the company producing them, has developed a highly mobile wheeled vehicle that uncompromisingly meets this requirement thanks to its protection concept. In cooperation with the German defense authorities, the DINGO was tested and qualified in accordance with official test conditions. The vehicle impressively demonstrated its outstanding properties in extensive tests against ballistic threats, anti-tank mines, artillery fragments, and IEDs. The risk of injury to the occupants was reduced beyond the prescribed level even. Thus, the DINGO family has a level of protection that has not been achieved by other vehicles in its class. With a safety cell, KMW guarantees direct occupant protection against pressure waves and ballistic threats. A mine-proof seating system prevents the transmission of blast energy to crew members, and it looks quite funny. The protection-optimized stowage concept for equipment and personal equipment also protects the occupants from the secondary effects of mine and also IED pressure waves. And combat wheels with run-flat rings ensure sufficient residual mobility over 50 kilometers in the event of a destroyed tire casing or loss of pressure. And that ensures that after an attack, it's possible to leave the immediate area of danger under one's own power. And an integrated NBC protection system also allows safe use in contaminated environments. And probably no other Bundeswehr vehicle has saved as many lives as the DINGO and will hopefully do that in Ukraine too. As an all-protection transport vehicle or ATF, it's particularly in demand on convoy or patrol trips. Due to its relatively small dimensions, narrow and winding streets in built-up areas can also be easily driven on. Its Unimog chassis makes it agile and off-road. And of course, the DINGO is also armored. And this armor can withstand a few kilograms of TNT explosives and also light machine gun fire. Its weapon station can be operated under armor protection. The ATF DINGO can usually be armed with the MG3 machine gun, the 40mm automatic grenade launcher, or a .50 heavy machine gun. The DINGO can generally accommodate up to 8 people. The Bundeswehr owns more than 500 DINGOs in different versions. They are mostly used in the army and in the armed forces base. And the version today, as an emergency vehicle, the DINGO 2 PC offers enough storage space to carry the personal equipment of 6 soldiers. Among other things, helmet, protective clothing, and weapons find their place in mine-proof holders. The DINGO 2 PC is armed with a remote-controlled carriage. The shooter sits in the security cell and operates the weapon station via the screen and control lever. The driver's seat is identical to that of other DINGO 2. The vehicle commander sits in the passenger seat. A tablet PC and the two-way radio and control devices are installed there in a mine-safe manner. The communication facility can be used by the commander while driving and sometimes at 3 other places in the rear of the vehicle. When the DINGO 2 PC has reached its place of use, these facilities are fully set up in the vehicle. The shelves are removed from the stowage pockets and mounted on their respective brackets. The notebooks are put into operation and there are 3 management positions with IT and radio equipment at the highest level. Radio devices in all frequency ranges offer the best voice and data communication and enable excellent interoperability. Antenna masts that are carried along can be attached to the front bumper, to one of the rear storage compartments, and or to the side of the vehicle and tensioned while stationary. The antennas installed on it have a better range due to an elevation of up to 10 meters. If a larger team is to work, the vehicle can be networked further via an external interface in the safety cell, and its service package can be made available for other places in buildings, tents, or even outdoors. But work equipment such as card holders, flip charts, folder shelves and writing materials are also on board and can be stowed away in mine-proof storage during the journey. And today, of course, I also have features for the DINGO 2 PC according to the manufacturer. There's a maximum payload and mobility with the highest level of protection. It has a flexible and modular vehicle concept, and there's an individual consideration of customer-specific requirements. And it has a radio and information equipment at the highest level. And as I already said, there is interoperability and a multinational deployment. There is a universal interface for the integration of various remote-controlled weapon stations. And as in all those videos, of course, I also have product features according to the manufacturer with a length of 6.2 meters, a width of 2.39 meters, a height of 2.54 meters, a total permitted weight of up to 13.1 tons, engine power of 163 kilowatts, a range of more than 700 kilometers, and of course the protection against mines, ballistics, IED, and the NBC protection. And there are some more features according to the manufacturer. This one has a crew of up to 6. There's a passive all-around protection for the crew against mines, shelling and booby traps, those are those IEDs, and it has a high level of off-road capability thanks to the unique structural connection of the safety cell to the chassis, while retaining the chassis frame's torsional flexibility. And if you now want to know more about interesting military technology, you'll find my next video right here in the end screen, even if it's not the DINGO 3 yet. I'll see you there. I'll be back.